I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any.
This episode of Chaste Treasure, Ladies Unlaced, sponsored by Sir Chrisman, supporter of the arts. You too can sponsor an episode of Ladies Unlaced. Simply email us at chastetreasure@gmail.com. Now presenting your ladies of Chaste Treasure.
Hello! We're discussing whether or not we're going to break the bench that we're all sitting on. Well, good evening to you, my friends. I am Lady Morgan. Hello.
I'm Lady Gwendolyn.
And I'm Lady Katya.
And this is the Tennessee Renaissance Festival group of Chaste Treasure.
Woo!
Huzzah.
I've got tacos over there somewhere. I'm going to get them.
They are directly behind
I
the
do believe they are chalupas.
Ooh!
It was
yes,
two chalupas
Yes.
and one crunchy taco.
And one crunchy taco. Maybe that'll be a dare to do on
Plus, show them
online.
how big your beverage is.
Oh my god. This thing is amazing. Look at this.
And I'm
Look at it, it's big. It's the size of my head.
So I got a little slushy for me.
I appreciate that.
It's so delish. Hi, baby.
Hello, friends.
It is very exciting to be here and have silliness.
Yes, I guess technically this is our first Unlaced of the season, of the year so far. We were supposed to have one in Florida, but it didn't end up working out. So we're doing this instead. So hello.
It's so big.
Yeah, it is. It's big and cold. Skipping nurse pinning ceremony, but leaving it a half an hour for a local. Wow.
Oh,
You're doing a lot, friend.
Very busy.
Very
Good for
busy.
you.
I love it.
Speaking of busy, the people next door
Yes.
of our humble abode at the moment are planning a wedding tomorrow.
Through that wall. Sorry.
Yes, they were blasting music earlier. It was
Oh.
very, yeah.
I mean, like, we're also
Fun.
blasting music last night, or else someone is practicing upright the bass. But he was like, boom, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. I was like, this is awesome. But
Wow.
also, it's 11 o'clock, so slow your roll.
It's Friday.
It's-
Friday.
I will let
All right. Anyway, hello, friends. So, a portion of tonight's tips, if you tip us, will go towards the National Association for Mental Illness, because hot girls take their meds. And yes, we are accepting tips. We are accepting truth or dares as well. Yes. So, any $10 tip, we will take a truth. You can suggest one, or we will come up with something in between each other. And then any $50 tips, we can get a dare going. But there is a bit of a time limit on that because we need to have enough time to do everything.
Yes.
There's also a game of chance.
We could do those tips pretty quick.
Yes.
So there's a game of
There's
chance as well,
challenges.
in which you in the audience can select which glass, and we will drink it. Now, one glass is water. The other glass is peach moonshine.
Which seems on brand for the state of Tennessee.
Yes.
And I don't know which one.
I love that you're presenting the roulette. It's very appropriate.
And I did not pour it, so I actually don't know which is which.
I can't even tell. They absolutely look
I know which is
You
which.
know because you poured, but I don't
Yes,
have to
but I
choose.
made
They
sure
will
that they were
choose.
both the exact same amount so that you couldn't tell the difference.
Yes.
Look, we even washed the glasses. We're classy here.
I did. Yes.
Well, since we're just getting started and we haven't had any like truths or dares yet, does anybody want what song should we kick off with just so that we can show off how
Ooh, so fancy.
so fancy?
What did you say you wanted to do? I
We
forget.
could start off with the theme song.
Oh,
of
sure.
Lady
Oh,
Yes! It gets folks
And I'm
involved.
trying to do a verse that I haven't done in a while that I don't have in front of me. So we'll see how it
I'm
goes.
going to do my really weird one because I always tell people if they don't get it, they can Google it. And now you're on the internet.
You can Google
so
it
you
now.
can Google it right away.
All right. And then just go down the row, I guess.
Hello, Tommy
Hi,
darling.
Tommy.
Hi.
We'll see you tomorrow. I hope that the site isn't destroyed. We'll talk about that later.
Oh,
I don't think so.
that's good.
I think it's all right. I think it was
We will talk about that.
It's very close.
There's
All
a
right.
lot happening.
All right. I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any. A spruce haberdasher first spoke of me fair, but I would have nothing to do with small ware. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will.
My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will. Oh, we're gonna be weird, right?
Yes, right off the bat. Let's do it.
A handsome young Mormon lad that I did meet asked me if he could come in for a treat. Well, I really thought he'd give me a good poking, but it turns out all that he's allowed to do is called soaking.
I did not know this until she wrote this verse, and then I looked it up and ruin yourselves for fun.
Listen, and then you have your friends, your homies, will
Yes,
jump on the bed.
for you.
Yes, it'll be a great time.
Yes.
My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will.
All right, let's see if I can get this. Oh gosh. No, come on. A Mandalorian saved me from an empire invasion and thought to explore my own sovereign nation. Though I've heard his crate dragon was so big it could choke ya, I'm kind of more into his hot friend Ahsoka. It's the head tails. That's
Yeah, I was gonna ask if those were prehensile.
Somebody's written fan fiction about it. All right.
My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will.
All right, what you got for us, Katya?
A fancy wizard approached me one day to cast all his spells to make me stay.
Oh.
His hat was so big and so was his heart, but his magic wand splits the ladies apart.
Ah!
I know, right?
Oh.
In twain.
That's
But not Mark Twain, that's different.
Yes. Riverboats, sure. Let's bring that into it.
My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will. Now here I could reckon 100 or more, besides all the blackguards recited before, that made their advances to get me alone. But young though I am, I'm more skilled on my own. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will. My thing is my own, and I'll keep it so still. Yet other young lasses may do what they will.
Yay!
Oh,
No,
no,
allowed to explain.
it's
what-
not stoking.
It's
It's
soaking.
soaking.
dear.
Like soaking wet. But
You have to soak it in the water and not move it at all,
Like, you
because
know-
that would be naughty.
when you've been swimming in the lake for too long and your fingers get pruny,
Mm-hmm.
that's the idea.
You're just trying to get it pruny.
Hey, you know that one verse? That verse in
who's trying
Ah.
to get it pruny?
Lusty Young Smith where we say it got hot and then soft and then
Yes.
hot again.
6 times.
But that's
Oh,
why you
wow.
have your bros. Your broskies will come and jump on the bed.
See, this just seems odd.
Your homeboys, if you
yeah,
will.
yeah. But, I mean, I understand why, sort of, not really, but I understand why. But it still feels weird. Like I feel
Cognitive dissonance.
that feels worse than actually just going into like a closet and having 7 minutes in heaven or something. Like it just seems weird to be like, hey friends, you know what you can do to help me out? No
Listen.
more monkeys jumping on the bed. All right.
All of the monkeys.
My college roommate freshman year did the ditty right next to me
Oh.
once. And that was very uncomfortable.
The do a diddy diddy dum diddy do.
All right, ladies, we have 2 tips that would equal. We have 2 truths.
Okay.
2 truths.
Ooh, the truth.
So I want to start with what I would call a traditional truth or dare that you would get at a sleepover party. I would like to know who your high school crush was,
Oh.
and I can go first. His name was Jason Floor. He was very, very handsome. He's gay. And I accidentally lit him on fire once because I was the Wicked Witch and he was the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. And for some reason, they gave a 16-year-old little pyro thing to shoot. And well, and they also dressed him in burlap. Let's be clear, it wasn't my fault. But yeah, I lit the hottest guy in school on fire.
Oh, I love that for you.
all right. Who was next? Who's
that hot?
He was that hot.
Are we talking the unrequited crush we didn't get?
Yes.
fair
We're
enough.
good with that. We're like an unrequited.
Okay, I have a story for that.
All right.
Oh, well. Well,
You can do it.
You can do it, baby.
You can do something.
once I set my mind out to get something in high school, I typically got it. But there was one time senior year that I really did have a crush on this guy named Mason. And there was once where I was in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and I was texting my best friends, and I think I said something along the lines of, I want to sleep with Mason, and I sent it to Mason.
Oh
And that did not work? Oop.
And no,
On the high school?
Oh.
no, didn't work.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like in the back, I think my subconscious did it intentionally.
It's possible.
I think it did. Did not work. It's fine. It wasn't meant to be.
No,
That's all right.
No, we did have a fun time in Disney World hanging out once, though.
interesting.
But we didn't do anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, so
All
this is a long dramatic story.
Ooh.
So this person, his name was Brad. He was in the grade below me.
Oh.
We were in the school play together in 5th and 6th grade, and there was a kiss in the play, but they cut the kiss.
Of course.
So, but they made us like we were going to practice, and then they were like, no kissing for 6th graders and 5th graders.
Fair.
So then nothing ever happened, but we were friends for a very long time. And then as we reached our senior year, I asked him to go. There's one dance that the ladies had to ask all the boys.
Oh,
to.
that the Sadie Hawkins thing. Or
But it
whatever.
wasn't that. It was this weird organization that you had to join. But like, if I go into the weeds on it, it was a weird Indiana religious thing. Who cares? Anyway, the point is that so I'd asked him, and he was going to go to the dance with me. And I had told my best friend at the time that I had asked him, and he said yes, and I was very excited. And she's like, "Oh, I don't really know who that is." And I was like, "How do you not know who it is? Our school is very small. There are like 500 people total, and when we have 6 grades in this building, it's not a lot of people." So she's like, "I want to get to know him." So then she got to know him.
Oh, no.
And so they were secretly hooking up, but they decided not to tell me before the dance so it wouldn't hurt my feelings. And then they just told me right after the dance. And I was like, wow, you're the worst. You're the absolute worst. And so then they dated for a little while.
No.
And that did not go well for them because then they ended up breaking up. But I was like, you are not my friend. You are a bad person. Why would you do that? And I was sort of, so
That's cruel.
it was very not nice. I did not understand why we had been friends since kindergarten. And then our relationship never really recovered. She's friends with me on Facebook. Like, I wish her nothing but the best. She's got kids, whatever. But I was like, what were you doing, man?
Wow.
Anyway, when I came home one summer, like 3 years later, for college, I was visiting my parents. We went to a party that my friend was having, and he was there, and he was like, I want to hook up with you. And I'm like, well, you can make out with me, but no.
That's as far as we're getting.
So I allowed that to happen. I was like, well, that's enough for me. I'm going to drop you off. Bye. Oh, weird.
Oh, all right. I thought you meant Chris O'Donnell, like the actual
I did too.
actor.
Oh,
The drama
that
major
one.
in the
Oh,
senior
when I
music
think
song.
about crush that way, that puts it differently. There was this one guy named Edward Mandill. I was a freshman, and he was like a junior or a senior. Yeah, I really had a big crush on him. He played the guitar.
Well, that's
Oh.
what
He was
that's
in a
what gets you.
band.
It's what gets you.
I
man.
wrote him
Yes.
a love letter, and then he wrote me one back.
I was a
good
freshman, and I was really, really into this guy named Luke Peeling.
Whoa.
He was a bass player.
What a last
Whoa.
name.
Yeah, like full upright bass. He was the state, like the best state bass player in the state of Pennsylvania. It was amazing. Oh my god.
Also, thank you for letting us.
Yes.
It's okay.
Is the Landsknecht
know
for
that.
hire named Otto by chance?
Oh, she did have a crush on Chris O'Donnell.
Oh, it was the actor. All right.
Oh, I mean, if we
I
want
mean, it's also a common name.
do we
so-
want to say like the actor we had the crush on in high
Oh,
school?
all right.
Because
Well,
the
that'll be the
answer
second one.
may surprise you.
All right. The actor. All right. I'm gonna have to give 2 answers. The
Mhm.
actor that you had a crush on in high school.
Yes.
So,
Like
unsurprising.
that you knew personally?
No, just famous,
Oh,
people,
famous
famous people that you were
person,
into.
know.
I would have to say, I'm probably going to get flack for this, but Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was definitely
Well,
my
he was
high school.
very attractive then.
Yeah.
And
And
we did not know what sort of nonsense he was going to get up to.
Yes. And then also, and I'm still into her at this point, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, that makes sense.
Right, because of Cruel Intentions. Like, I liked her in Buffy. I thought she
Yeah.
was very wholesome-ish in Buffy. Not like wholesome, but like I'm gonna be
wholesome-ish.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's true.
All right. Who's actor?
I mean,
Actor-
definitely Rachel Weisz. Always
Oh,
has been.
No,
always has
Listen,
been.
just the entire cast of
The
The Mummy
Yes.
is fine.
I just rewatched
anyone-
that the other day. It was amazing.
I cannot believe that there are other people out there that had the same feelings that I did as a young
That it's
person.
become enough of a meme that all of us are like, oh yeah, I remember that.
And protect Brendan Fraser at all costs.
Yes.
Well, Lady Marguerite had never seen it,
what?
so I had to buy it on my iPad. And be
Oh
like,
my
we're gonna
God.
sit
I
and
know
watch
that
it.
is right now.
And
It's so
subscribe
good.
to.
We did. And she's like, no, I love this. This is the greatest. I was like, yes, I told you would love it.
I found out.
Yeah, well, Daniel Craig can
I know she's
suck
ready to
my
do-
haggis.
And they have a kid. It's really cute. I've seen
Oh,
pictures
I
of
bet.
him
I'm
with like a little baby
sure.
backpack rolling around. It's
I'm
really cool.
forgetting who the gentleman was who I used to say was my favorite, and I really did love Leonardo DiCaprio.
He can
Before
get it.
I discovered his interesting dating.
Yes,
I
yes.
love-
He's still pretty. I'm gonna
He's
say that.
still pretty.
People
Yes.
are pretty.
I mean, I've declared that my aesthetic for summer is Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo plus Juliet.
Oh yeah.
But I don't necessarily want to get with him. I just like to look at his cool shirts.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
That's I see where you're coming from on that.
Because
And I like Mekhi Phifer in that as
well,
Mercutio. I've always been into that character.
Is
Like
that-
Mercutio. I think it's Mekhi
I
Phifer.
don't think
Is it
it
not?
is.
Well,
It's
I'm
somebody
proud
else.
of you for
Now
being
I have to look it
ashamed.
up.
You
And
should watch it.
Don't
It's
worry.
worth- I promise you, it's worth
Don't
it.
worry.
I found out the other day because
The sequel was good too.
The sequel
I
was
also
good.
like
It
the
was
sequel.
I like the
good.
second one. That I found out the other day. This is so sad. So they didn't have a whole. It was made in 1999. They didn't have a whole lot of CG. And the opening sequence where they're shooting and it looks like it's in Egypt was actually a miniature that they made. Like they made a full-on miniature,
I love that.
but they lit it so terribly it still looks like it's CGI,
they did
which is
their
very
best.
sad.
The stage manager hated Leonardo until he got violated by that.
Now listen,
Oh,
I
it
know where
took
you're
the
coming from.
Oscar
I know
for
where you're
you
coming
to
from.
respect him. It took the Oscar.
I have very eclectic taste. Let's just say.
Mhm.
So we're gonna go from two different sides. We've
All
got so the crush that I love and continue to love because she is aged like fine wine. And I, of course, tried to cut my hair like hers, which was a mistake, which is Gillian Anderson in The X-Files.
Oh yes,
'Cause she's so-
yeah, she's good.
She's
I
so
love her.
everything.
Yeah.
But the male actor, and I had a summer of renting every movie this person was in because I had nothing else to do.
Sure.
And so I went to the video store back in the day when
Yep.
they had those.
They had the video stores.
And
Yep.
rented. I had a printout from the ye olde interwebs, and I checked them off, and that was John Malkovich.
What? You're into bald guys?
I also love Patrick Stewart, and I love Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
I have a type, but also I don't have a type.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it.
Going to show generational difference, but when I was in high school, my male crush was Evan Peters. And that
Oh.
was way before the American Horror Story and all of that.
He was good at
He's a pretty blonde.
He's not bad.
he was a redhead back
Oh,
then.
then.
Mhm. Yes, at the time. I don't know if it was like a dye job they were working with, but he did red. He was like, it was kind of like Auburn.
All right. All right.
Oh God, I loved him.
Evan Peters. I love that. Fra Lydia, hello.
Mama Lydia.
I have no idea if you're going to run into anybody from the Wayfinder experience, but please, if you do, because Hudson Valley is where they do everything, please say hello.
Oh,
Leslie
Leslie
Ann
Ann
Warren.
Warren. Oh, I also include what she's the hottest thing in the world.
Got it.
I want to be her.
All right.
She's
Anybody
my
else have
aesthetic.
any dares? Truths,
Oh,
questions?
I can show them another dare that if it entices them to give us money.
I mean, we still have the Russian roulette.
We do.
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Do
Dun
we
dun 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 dun.
That.
It's a soda.
It's But it's
But
a
it's
warhead
warheads.
sour.
Well, here's the
Wow.
thing. Also, here's the.
But
here's-
it matches my makeup.
if you tip, so Lady Morgan threw a big handful of confetti at me,
I did, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like dye your shirt.
which stains my shirt.
I'm so glad.
I got everything but the blue out of it.
All right. That's
My body is still stained, and if you tip, I will show you the stain.
Oh.
It is covered currently by my shirt, and she threw it.
I did. I just.
Yes, the red is what stuck.
The red is what is stuck to
But
me,
in your blouse, the blue is what
It's just
did
the
not
Just
show.
the blue and
and it will be fine. I will live.
I didn't mean to mess it up.
That's all right. I will
Right.
you just will feel bad, and
I-
you will
I will.
probably buy me tacos.
That Timon.
I would like to.
How much
Us-
for the mystery?
Mystery
Yeah.
shot. What do you want to do with that? Do you want to do 20, 25 for
Let's
that?
do 25. for the
25.
mystery shots.
So
You
Samantha
may
Lindy-
choose. I don't know which one is which.
I don't know which one is which.
I don't want to smell them, so I'm holding them away because then I will know.
All right. So how would you want to do that? Would you want to do like if they paid 25, then they get to choose which one you drink, and I'll drink the other one.
Yes.
All right, because you poured it, so we have
Yes.
to. All
So
right.
it's a mystery.
And I've
Yes.
got wine in here.
If you want to pay 50, I drink
might.
both.
I will. You know what? Game on. Yes, and we will judge your reaction accordingly.
Listen, I would like to be surprised. It's very nice moonshine. We went to the store. There was a
Seems
whole
very Tennessee.
section of
Yes.
moonshine,
Mark Rogers.
which I was delighted because I love moonshine.
It's good stuff.
It's my Louisiana treat.
Oh.
And now I'm having it here, like where it comes from.
It's interesting the experience of getting older and
Yes.
realizing that times change and things get different.
Uh-oh.
And I specifically remember being able to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and taste the different moonshines and whiskeys at the different distilleries for free. You would get like 5 to 10 different varieties, tiny little taste. Not a lot. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
a full
little
shot.
bits,
It's
yeah.
a half shot. But you could taste them for free. And then I remember like getting out of college and
Stains.
it's not free anymore. Suddenly it was $5. And then last I heard, no, it's $10.
Oh.
Now listen,
Aw.
I
That's
do
tasting.
I do hope that we make some very nice friends because only once has my friend from Tennessee brought me moonshine from his father's still and let me drink it. And let me tell you, that's a party.
I bet.
You don't need very much.
That's like take the paint off your car kind of
this-
situation.
Yeah, I made a good friend in Florida this year that the ladies from Pittsburgh knew, and he makes his own moonshine. And I got to try some. It was very tasty. The fiery one was almost like cinnamony. Very good. Much better than Fireball in my opinion.
I was gonna say, I feel like that'd be
Better.
kind of like
Fireball is okay.
Fireball. They did a version of that in Florida for the final.
Oh
like,
my
for
god!
the-
seriously?
yeah. People were like playing it on their tin whistles. Like
Aw.
people are drumming. It was great.
That's great. All right, we should probably do another song.
Okay.
What are the other ones? I know we talked about. I wanted to do Caviar, so if we want to do that, I guess we
Oh,
could.
maybe we should warn them about the suggestion-y one while we're
Oh,
singing.
oh,
They
sure,
can, like,
sure. sure.
come up with.
So if anybody, we're going to try to do Chandler Shop, and we will take one of your suggestions. If you don't feel like throwing as much money at us because you don't want us to do all the things, but you would like to give us a suggestion, that's completely for free. So any kind of general theme. And we've gotten some interesting ones. Last week we got ballerinas and what's the other
theme
one?
parks.
Oh, theme parks. Theme park was fun.
And The Simpsons,
yes.
which I enjoyed.
did.
Chandler Shop suggestions. So if you want to give us any Chandler Shop suggestions, go for it.
We'll
And
do a different song first, and then it'll be the
yes,
next
we'll
one.
do Caviar first. And I guess we'll just go twice through, and I'll try to do one that I usually don't do.
I'm gonna do 2 that I haven't done in.
This is where we all get like.
Well, I was going to say one that I haven't done in a while, but I think I did do this one the last time I was on Unlaced, so maybe I should.
It's up to you.
Oh, I'll do it anyway.
All right. Can I
I like
go twice through? Do you want to start?
Sure.
All right. Caviar. Right. 1, 2, ready, go. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave Caviar to Dr. Strange for this magic cape. He's quite the catch. I want him to use that sling ring right up to my Cumberbatch. Caviar comes to a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave Caviar to the Winter Soldier, an Avenger on the top of my list. I disarmed him of all his weapons, but he still got that metal fist.
Caviar comes to a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave Caviar to a maypole. It's still tall and proud for me. I danced around it for a while, and now I'm having a baby.
Ooh.
Caviar comes to a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. I gave Caviar to Logan. Wolverine makes my heart throb. Love the way he tears my clothes off. I'm his little shish kebab. Caviar comes to a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave Caviar to my friend Sokka. Well, he was lounging on his back. He showed off his boomerang, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Caviar comes to a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave Caviar to a plumber, said he'd fix my sink for free. When asked who's coming through his pipes, Mario shouted, "It's a me!"
That's good. Oh, I love it.
Caviar comes to a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. Olay!
What is this?
Are you getting
Oh.
secrets?
Shots! All right, we got one from shots. Thank you, Samantha. Katya
Bless.
takes the one with the gold rim. I don't know that they really.
They both have children, but I
One
think
of
this
them-
one
That
is
one is much more solid.
all right. I'm guessing that you
All
mean
right.
this one. I picked them up exactly the way I put them down. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, here we go. I have
Well.
no idea what we're gonna get.
Slasha.
Out of the moonshine. Oh, it's like. Oh. I mean, it's good.
All right. That means you need to pour them.
I need to
again,
pour the next one.
so
yeah.
that when next time it'll be me versus Lady Gwendolyn.
All right. All right. Oh my god.
That was
It was
fun.
really good. It tastes.
It's really nice, but she's
It's a lot.
She's strong, man.
All right.
Listen, so what? Here's what
Who's-
happened the other day. So
Oh, we should talk about the tornado.
the tornadoes. So there were so many tornadoes, and they were all right around all of us, but not exactly on any of us, but very close to all of us.
And as someone who started out with Chase Treasure in Oklahoma,
Right.
by year 3 out there, you learn to just,
Well, yes,
Oh.
I'm from Indiana, but there was a moment when I looked at the radar and went, I'm gonna sit in the bathroom for a little while. I'm gonna take my snacks in the bathroom.
I
with
just
me.
go off of the sounds outside. What does it sound like out
It
there?
sounds, and it's the color. I look at the sky and go, no, I think we're still okay for now.
Toronto, Lady Elsa, Toronto.
It's
That's an
definitely
inside joke.
It was, yes, because if you don't know, if you've never been through a tornado, usually the sky turns like green. It's not.
Yeah.
good.
Where we were, the sky turned green for a hot minute, but then it stopped.
Yes.
So we all like.
Oh, lordy, that
I
is
did well.
awful.
I don't care. What
I
am I
poured a
doing?
lot, and I
It's
didn't mean
fine.
to, but it'll be fine.
It's
All right. Anybody else want to throw us 25? And
Yeah.
it'll be between.
It's true. We'll play the 50-50 game again,
Yes.
just for anyone who's just joining. One of these is water. One of
them
these
is
is
not.
beach moonshine. Who will it be?
This
I
is
don't
just red
know.
wine. Look, you can see.
It's true.
Oh,
That is just
that's a very beautiful cup.
Thank thee. This was a gift from a friend in Celtic Mayhem, Randy, in
Aw.
Florida, because the beautiful goblet that Tommy made for me at Pennsylvania last fall fell out of my chair backstage and the stem broke. But I fixed it. It's good. It's great. But Randy did not know that I had taken it home to fix it. So I came back and I had a surprise. It was very
Oh,
nice.
it is
very-
beautiful.
I love that.
It's
I love the
very
little
beautiful.
like
It's very
tail
pretty.
that comes out in it. Just,
Ooh.
yeah, I love
It's
that.
a tiny dick.
What?
Sure.
This? That down there?
It's
Yeah.
a very tiny one.
The little one.
Or a very enlarged enemy.
I don't know.
Moses.
Why do I keep doing that?
I don't
keep
know.
accidentally recording things
I
with
have
my
to
thighs.
burp.
That's what she said.
We.
Anyway, so
Wow, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, that was a
I
big one.
forgot that that's
Sorry.
a thing.
she had another one that was even more resonant.
Oh,
than
it was
that.
huge.
It was very
Lady
proud.
Katya
I
was like,
"Are you all right?
Whoa!
Did anything like your soul came out at the same time? I'm worried for you.
oh, I'm going to blame that on the Baja Blast.
You should blame it on this. Definitely that.
Blame it on the Baja Blast. Blame it on the Baja.
I'm just exactly thinking that.
We were just worried though because Lady Morgan is like, "Are you guys okay?" And we're like, "We are fine." Tornadoes seem to be going around.
Because I am in a different area. I am in Madison, Tennessee, and they are closer, much closer to the festival grounds. And I was watching all of the news footage of like, yes, we have a confirmed tornado. It has touched ground, and it slowly got closer and closer and
So
closer.
if you assume that like we're in the center of my palm and the tornadoes are like,
yeah, it went right across her, like right underneath. And I'm just sitting there like watching it with my baby, being like, well, here we are.
I'm like, well, you know, the last time I had to hide in the bathroom was last year for Alabama, so it's fine.
No.
It's
Well,
fine.
and I have to give mad props to Lady Katya for talking me through a panic attack on Saturday when we got trapped at the
It's
stage.
true.
So there was a
Oh,
massive
yes.
thunderstorm that came through.
Lightning storm.
Yes, and we were told to go back to our vehicles because there's no permanent structures on the site, really. There's like 2.
Mhm.
So we didn't have time because we were very, very far away from where our carriages were parked.
And we were in the middle of our show when
it
it
started,
began,
yeah.
and everybody else ran away, and we had to hide all of the sound equipment first, and then we couldn't
Yes.
leave.
Yes. So we get trapped, and I have a fear of electricity, and I'm standing next to the box that the electricity comes into the stage while it's raining.
And the tiny little backstage area is like a little triangle on
Yes.
either side.
So
And-
it's just big enough, kind of, for both.
And I
without the hoop.
But I don't. So she was under hers. I couldn't fit under the other one because our magician friend Timon, who was sharing our stage, his stuff was in there.
Yeah.
So I was just sort of standing against the wall, being like, doo, 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 doo,
And
doo,
I
doo.
had ran away because I feared that my belongings
Yes.
were getting drenched,
Rightfully
and
so.
they
Very true.
were.
Yeah.
So I gathered things, but I only lost a few notebooks.
That's all right.
Sorry.
No,
Continue your
it's all
story.
right. Thank you. Yeah. So I am like, there was a point where a bolt of lightning was close enough to us that I felt like my teeth were buzzing.
It was right behind us
Yes.
because our stage is on stilts that is partly in a pond
Yes.
for extra fun.
And I think it struck
As
the,
if a Chase Treasure show couldn't get wet enough.
I think it struck the front gate. That their big metal tent that they had set up.
I'm
It struck the
grateful
front gate.
that it struck that and not us.
Yes, and everybody was fine.
But we were
And
just
we all
sort of
survived.
we were just sort of chilling, being like, okay, I will tell you some terrible jokes.
It was yes. I was like, Katya, I'm having a panic attack. Can you kind of talk me through this?
Would you like me to tell you a story about something stupid? I got you, baby.
Yes, and that helped tremendously. But
Let
yeah,
me talk it out
the
loud.
storms out here are no joke. Also, just have to shout out for a moment. One of the best town names that I've ever heard, because I was watching the broadcast for long enough that they said, what was it? Defeated Tennessee had the tornado running through it. I'm not kidding. That's what it's called. And I was like, I wonder where they got that name. Oh, I
One of my favorite town names is Kusawachi.
That's a good one.
That's a good
I
one.
think that's in the Carolinas.
That's very nice.
Kusawachi. I love that.
I love that.
Does anybody have any other truths or dares or
Or Chandler Shop theme suggestions.
Chandler Shop theme? Yes.
I think
Speaking
they've
of
forgotten.
shout outs.
Sadly, a
apropos.
Oh
crow.
no.
Oh.
Speaking of
Oh.
shout outs.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Thank you for our sponsor, Sir Chrisman, supporter of the
Hooray.
arts. Yes. I'm glad that we finally get a chance to start doing these so that we can show our appreciation.
Who wants us to drink this?
It's going to be between them. Because I
Will I luck out a second time? No, actually, I want to drink it. I like it.
it
It's
wasn't bad.
yours anyway, so it's kind of funny.
It tastes kind of like if you could flavor nail polish remover. That's basically what I was like,
It's true.
ooh,
It does taste like that. If you put ocean spray cranberry raspberry in it, you can't taste it at all.
Ooh.
That is true.
Because then
That
when
I did try.
the storm was going on for so long, I'm like, well, I'm going to sit up so I can listen to the news and make sure we won't die. But I will also have a cocktail.
Yes. I feel like that's
As
how
one
everyone
does.
should do that. Yes.
As one does.
Well, just for the heck of it, Gwendolyn, since we kind of did, I had my high school crush and then you had your actor crush. So do you have a truth that you would like to hear?
Yes. You want to know
From us?
Ooh.
What is the one food that you can't stand?
Well, that's easy.
Wow. I'm going to need a minute.
I will be very upfront. It is peanuts and specifically also peanut butter. I can't have it. I don't have anaphylaxis at this time. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But what I do have is I don't digest it well, so it makes me very sick. And so I associate the smell of it with being violently ill.
You
for hours.
sound like my bestest friend back home who's the same age as you. That's very
And they're
interesting.
allergic to peanut butter? Or
Not allergic,
but just-
but
I
that
can't violently ill
exact
from
thing.
peanut butter.
Violently
Yes,
ill,
cannot
do not-
stand.
And I
the sight,
always can
smell,
I can
nothing.
taste it and I'm like, oh. And it immediately is bad. Because I think,
Yeah.
my body knows, don't eat that. It's bad for you.
Ugh.
Which
Marcus, yes, I know he does.
Listen, Mark, it is more for you. That's what I always say.
Ridiculous.
Everyone's like, oh my God, you can't have Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm like, I don't want them. Why would I want them? They equal agony and
Yes.
sadness. I don't want more for you
Just-
guys.
yeah, let's
you
just
can
have
give
chocolate.
Me, give
Yeah.
me all the other stuff. It's fine. It's not a competition. I will eat other things.
All right.
There's plenty to eat.
And in a similar vein, I will say the thing that I won't eat unless I'm sick. Ooh, black licorice. Ooh, yeah, I don't like those either. That anise flavor. Unless I'm sick, the only thing I won't eat is chicken soup. I don't. It has just this flavor to me that
Just not doing it for you.
yeah, it reminds me of being ill. So the only time I can eat it is when I'm actually sick, because
you have
if I
sense memory.
yeah, otherwise I just, even smelling it, tasting it, anything like that, it just immediately makes me think that I have a cold or that I have the flu, and I just can't get out of it then.
No, that's very true.
So that's fine.
Brussels sprouts are okay if they're like deep fried.
I was going to say Brussels sprouts are great if you put on bacon. Bacon on almost anything is pretty.
And if you put
Rocket.
in garlic,
Ooh, yeah.
That's
But
my
then-
no.
then you're
Is garlic
No, it's bacon on things.
Oh,
bacon on things?
On
No,
Really?
specifically.
Yes,
That's
so on
amazing.
things. I can have bacon by itself. I can have a BLT, but like I don't. Maybe bacon, egg, and cheese. But like I don't like bacon on things. But even then, I wouldn't say that like, oh, I can't stand it, won't eat it, revulsion, like angry. Like if I had to, I would do it and probably live. I'd be okay. But I also don't like blue cheese.
Oh,
I like blue
And I
cheese
love
very-
every kind of cheese
In
there is.
it
but
has
I
to
don't
be in very specific circumstances that I will eat blue cheese, but
Oh.
most and this just depends.
I'm into pretty much all kinds of cheese.
I mean,
I love
the other food I would say that I had a visceral reaction, I was expecting to be fine with eating it, which was we were having lobster,
Ooh.
and we were having it like out in like Mystic, Connecticut, and we had the lobsters. We had to crack them ourselves to get it open, and for some reason, the visceral sound of the cracking it open
Ooh.
made me feel so nauseous that I'm like, I have to walk away.
Wow.
I might be able to eat it, but I can't be around this happening.
This
Because
moment.
for some reason it's making me
My mother had a friend who couldn't stand to see people eat meat on the bone.
See, that's fine. I would.
I had a yes.
My dad used
Culinary sin.
my
against
dad used
man
to like
and nature,
chew
yes.
on the steak bone at the end before letting my dog have it, just so he could like show her who's boss. And I would do the same thing now. I will chomp the heck out of it, and then I'll let my cat lick it because she's allowed.
That's cute.
She's gonna be 20 this year,
Oh.
little baby. She's tiny baby.
Butter, garlic, and bacon. But at that point, I'm not there for the Brussels sprouts.
Listen,
Yeah.
It's just so you can be like, I had a vegetable with dinner. It's fine. I'm an adult.
There are times where I'm eating salad just because it's a vehicle for tomatoes. I just like tomatoes that
I like
much that I want
That's
to
fair. I
as
love that
many of
for
them
you.
as possible. I also, the only food that I did not like while I was pregnant, and to the point where I had to leave the room if my husband was making it, was eggs. Any kind of fried eggs specifically. That he likes to have eggs like every other morning. And I couldn't. No, it was like the texture, the smell, the
Interesting.
everything. I could not stand.
Actually,
eggs.
I have a question for you.
Ooh.
What was the weirdest craving you had with pregnant with the baby?
I didn't get any weird cravings. Milk. I wanted a lot of milk, which is probably not surprising. But like I would have. Rob let me know this. I had yogurt constantly. I was constantly eating yogurt. I was constantly eating.
You gotta get that vitamin D.
Yeah, a lot of milk, a lot of cheese. I could not give up cake. I will say that. I was supposed to towards the end because they were like, you have gestational diabetes, and that means that your baby's going to be too big and everything will be awful. And it wasn't. I probably did have gestational diabetes, but she was a very normal size. But I was like,
She's
no,
so cute.
I need cake. I have to have cake. So
It's
I
hard.
just kept doing it.
You need cake.
Little bits.
It's important.
And I was like, this is a
Easy.
limited amount of time. In theory, as soon as she's born, I don't have this anymore. And that worked. That's the weirdest thing. Is that like you get it and then the second she's out, just like poof, oh, and all of your
You're
medical
good.
issues are gone.
You're
Yeah,
Everything's fine.
everything's great.
I have different problems, but you know.
Okay, so here.
Oh my god, I forgot. Oh,
Tragic. Okay, ladies, I have
you're
you here.
right close to it. Yeah.
Since no one responded with a lot of Chandler Shoppe suggestions,
Oh,
yes,
I
I
presume.
say we
I
do
do.
weather.
The
Ooh.
weather.
The
Oh,
weather.
okay.
So like storm type things.
No, I
or,
like that. I really
Yeah,
like
like precipitation. Or like, I already have a few.
All right. Let me just make sure. No one else has actually suggested anything for Chandler Shoppe, correct? I just want to check with our
Let us
gremlins
know.
in the background.
Because we can't see all of the
No.
comments.
Um,
We can only
and-
see
yeah.
specific
but I
ones.
like that suggestion.
I
Gwendolyn.
do.
I
In
think
case
that
of
might be fun.
emergency, break glass.
Doctor Who and time travel. I feel like we've gotten Doctor Who a lot. Not a lot, but
I
a lot.
don't know much about Doctor Who besides wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey things.
Yeah,
That's about it. And that there's an angel that cries, but don't look at it,
because they could kill you.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, that thing. And the new one is sexy,
Yes,
but I can't remember his name.
Shutigawa.
Yes.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
I had to make sure I got that right.
He is very handsome.
He's very pretty.
Not that I don't like David Tennant, but I just never watched The Doctor.
I mean,
He does kind of look
Jodie
like
Whittaker
a
was very
scarecrow brought to life. I like David Tennant, but he does look.
he
cool.
does look like a scarecrow.
Little
You know,
bit.
the thing I always associate, this is terrible because I know he was Doctor Who, but I didn't watch that. I watched old Doctor Who with my dad growing up.
Oh yes.
Because we used to tape it off of PBS.
Oh.
I'm dating myself. Anyway, but the thing I associate David Tennant with is he was in that remake of Fright Night.
Oh, yes,
He
he
was
was.
basically playing like a Vegas magician who drinks Midori sours,
Oh my god.
and it was amazing.
Broadway
musical.
All right.
There was a Wicked T-shirt at Target.
There
for
was.
$4.50.
I
What?
didn't-
Did you see it?
I did see it.
It was a size small.
I was
It
warned not to
too
buy
small for
too
us.
many pieces of clothing here because they don't have. They have really high sales tax.
Huh.
I mean, I live in New York. It's fine.
Fair.
I don't know what the really high sales tax is. I could go look at my thing. I bet New York is high. Now I don't know.
Oh, all right. All right. We could do. See, I feel like weather.
Broadway music.
I think weather is more fun, honestly.
It's 9.75.
Yeah, it's high.
Whatever. New York is 8.7. It's fine.
All right.
It's not
All right.
that
Do we
bad.
want to do Chandler Shoppe weather? Chandler Shoppe weather.
All right,
I
here.
kind of like it.
We can figure. One of these is Chandler Shoppe weather. One of these is Chandler Shoppe Broadway musicals.
All right.
Someone pick one.
I mean, we can also just do it. All right.
Choose.
Where to begin?
I still want to do weather. Yeah.
You can do weather. Let's
Weather's
do weather.
fun.
Oh, I've got one. Can I start?
Go for it.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. We're 1, 2, 3, and then wave your hand if you got a good one.
Great.
On that. 1, 2, 3.
A man walked into a Chandler shop, some candles for to buy. But when he looked around the shop, nobody did he spy. So he turned upon his heel, and to the door he sped. When he heard the sound of a thunderclap right above his head. Yes, he heard the sound of a thunderclap right above his head. Now this young man was a bold young man, so up the stairs he sped. And very surprised was he to find the Chandler's wife in bed. And with her was a fine young man, a very considerable size. And they were having a
Seek shelter now!
right before his eyes. Yes, and they were having a seek shelter now, right before his eyes.
Well, when the fun was over and done, she lifted up her. Great.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
And very surprised was she to find a man, the weatherman, beside her bed.
Al Roker, we love you.
If you would keep my secret, sir, if you would be so kind, then you may drop in for a fist-sized hail.
Whenever you feel inclined, yes, you may drop in for a fist-sized hail. Whenever you feel inclined. So all you married men take heed and listen to what we tell. If you don't water spout your wife, she'll find someone who will. So if you would be kind to her, just throw her right down on the floor and give her so much as a
Thunder snow.
she'll come back to you for more. Yes, and give her so much as a thunder snow. She'll come back to you for more.
Yes, there you go. Is that what soaking means?
I got a joke for you.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh boy.
I'd bang you like a screen door in a tornado.
Ooh. Is that a joke or just
That
That was it.
It sounds like a
There's no
threat.
setup. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
just
threat. Or is that a promise?
yeah. Ooh. Well.
Ooh, ooh, thank you. Thank you, Cleopatra.
Oh my goodness. Full of sass.
Maybe I set it up wrong, but that's the
No, that was still
No,
fun.
you're perfect.
That was still great. Just, I kept trying to come up with obscure weather phenomena, like one time there was meat rain, but I couldn't come up with a way of doing that.
Wait, this sinkhole doesn't count as weather.
No,
It can be
it's-
caused by weather.
It can. Yeah. No.
Like a mudslide.
Mudslide.
It's-
Mudslide would be one.
It's related to the weather.
I'm trying to come up with
weather's
other
fault.
things. Yeah.
Cyclones.
Fist-sized hail was good. I love it.
Fist-sized hail.
Cyclones,
Cyclones.
tornadoes.
Ooh, tsunami.
There was hail
Hey.
in this big ass storm
Yes,
that they
yeah.
did.
I didn't get any where we were.
It didn't really hail
No.
here, but it could have happened at any moment. Everything could have happened at any moment
So at
around
one point,
us.
wait. I'm getting to this. So at one point, I'm watching the news, and they're saying that some of these tornadoes are picking up debris. And my friend behind us, Hub the Troll, without skipping a beat, says, "Oh, it's probably all those cicadas." I was like, "Oh, a tornado full of cicadas."
A tornado of cicadas.
Yeah,
There's so many of them.
There's a lot. There's a
They
lot.
were
so-
screaming
so loud.
yesterday.
I found out I was
So
wrong.
loud yesterday.
I have to amend
They
my
don't scream
statements.
with their butts?
No, they do scream with their butts, but they do have a mouth. It's just a little needle bit. It's kind of like
Oh,
like
they just
butterflies
have a tongue.
a little
Yeah, they have
tongue.
a little-
Yeah, and they stick it into trees, but they
She
don't.
said,
But they don't do anything else. Yeah, a bug-nado. Yes, exactly.
Mm,
But that was like, ooh, it's picked up debris, and it's like it's all of all the
cicadas.
carcasses of cicadas.
We went to the Taco Bells, and there was a post that was just completely covered in
Wow.
shells.
In shells.
It was gross.
It was amazing.
I think they
know
were
what
like
I'm doing
20
at the end.
or 30
All right,
on it.
listen. One more
Somebody,
time.
25.
$25. One of these is water. One of these is peach moonshine. You pick which one I drink and which one Lady Gwendolyn drinks.
You can do this.
We don't know what's in there because Lady Morgan poured it.
I did.
And she was heavy
Behind a small,
She is very heavy-handed.
a small.
It's going to be a
Island.
very exciting night for us after the show.
Yes.
I was supposed
We
to
still
have
have to
a
rehearse.
very nice weekend this week.
We
Yes.
are.
I'm so
The
excited.
weather is going to be impeccable. That's all we say.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I keep trying to make sure I'm not smearing my blue hair dye.
Oh,
into
who
the-
cares?
All right.
It's fine. It will be fine. This is an Airbnb that is quite cute, but
It
also
is.
there are some things that like they didn't spare any. They didn't. They're not going to worry about that. We're just going to tape over that. It's fine. It's fine. It looks good in the photos.
I've seen way worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
Like it might rain in Hudson Valley. Well, that's not a surprise. Sorry.
Sorry, baby.
It does rain a
Okay.
lot.
I'm sorry.
In Hudson Valley.
You'll be
We
all.
have another team up
I
in
don't want
Hudson
you to
Valley.
be all squishy.
Oh my goodness. I had to return.
Bring your extra pair of socks.
I had to return something like four separate messages this week from different festivals that were suddenly like, "Hey, do you want to come join us?" And I was like, "No, you're on June 1st. Like, maybe give me more time." But yeah, there was one in North Dakota. There was one in a different part of California.
Oh,
I don't remember where it was.
are they all like right this second?
Yeah, legitimately. And then there was another one that I had been working on for a while that I think we're gonna get a contract for.
Good.
That's in Idaho.
Ooh.
Where?
What did you just call me?
Idaho.
So everyone's like, "Ooh, it's where the potatoes are." Like, yes, it is, but it's also where there are silver mines and where they made anti-masturbation cereal, which is a thing.
The more you know.
Yep, Kellogg's. that was what Kellogg designed cereal for.
To stop you.
To stop you
Because
from masturbating.
brand will
I
keep you from touching yourself.
Yes, apparently.
I know that they were making it in like mental health facilities where people, I knew that's where they started.
If your
it, but
breakfast
I
is
thought it was
sad,
just because it was easiest, like
I mean, it's very easy
You
to
need
make.
sad
like
breakfast,
moldy
Sally.
grains, isn't it?
don't touch your
Oh,
business.
it's not moldy per
Well,
se.
that's
but
how
it's
they
just-
described it. They were like, it's basically just moldy grains.
Yes.
Well, I think
They were trying to go with like the
it's
simplistic life.
It
kind
was
of situation.
sprouted, I believe, and you weren't really supposed to eat it, but they
Yeah.
found a way to make it so it won't kill you. So, good times.
Huh.
Capitalism.
But yes, I've already told the team, and they're like, "Potatoes!" And I was like, "Yes, but also
Potatoes!
silver mines. Like, come on, there's more."
I
fun
like
there.
some cereal from time to time.
Well, I am excited that we will get to. Yeah, they did want to do that. So good.
I mean, I do like the cereal now, but ooh.
I am excited. We will get to go to California.
Yes, that
It'll
is
be
very.
fun.
I gotta book my dragon. But yes, I'm very
There's a-
excited to go to
There
California.
was a sale on Southwest.
I
Check that.
know. No, I'll be all right. I think I
God,
it out.
it didn't cost too much. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be warm. It'll be nice.
It'll be nice.
It'll be pretty there.
I hope it's not on fire.
Okay, cool.
I also hope it's not on fire for your sake.
Oh my goodness, that happened last year. We were coming back. My husband and I were coming back from Oregon, and we were driving through sort of the offshoots of all of the California
I see.
wildflowers. So we're just like, there's just dirt and smoke everywhere. And I
Is
was
that
like,
fire
oh,
the aftermath from where you set your
pants?
crush on fire?
No, that was me.
Oh,
set
that
it.
was you.
I
set
did
your
not
crush
set
on
my
fire.
crush on fire.
I set my crush on fire.
I just-
Sorry,
sorry.
Jason. I
I
feel
was-
bad for you.
I
I mean,
mean,
he's fine now.
I do like fire, but I did not do it.
I didn't mean to set him on fire.
Listen, if you grow up in a rural area, you like to burn stuff,
Yes.
and then you poke it with a big stick and you burn it. It's really fun.
It
I'm
is.
going to go visit my parents, like not next week, but the week after, and I'm totally going to burn stuff.
Yay!
I'm very excited.
I do like to burn things sometimes.
There was one time I was in a summer theater and we had to workshop a musical. And the musical that we workshopped ended up being a little bit racist. And we were not big fans of certain bits of it. And once we were done with that, the worst part was when we did the workshop performance, he was mispronouncing the names of the people in the play that he supposedly had to helped write.
That's lovely.
And yes, it was disappointing. But we all had a bonfire and burned the scripts.
Yay!
That's fun.
That feels very cathartic.
Oh, sometimes.
It was bonding experience for all of us.
All right. Well, we definitely have time for at least shots and maybe one more. Did
One
something.
more song.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta come up with what other song we want to do to
I
close it out.
suggested the dirty one.
Oh yeah. No, that's a good one.
Just
I think we
because
could do
it's
that.
my favorite.
The simple things in life, really. Yes. All right, 25. We can do this. I mean, we're gonna end up
Let's
doing it
get
afterwards.
closer
anyway.
with them so they can really look.
Yeah.
One of them is
Ooh.
peach moonshine.
Oh, look, you can see Lady Morgan through it.
Ooh.
That's
That's hilarious.
One of these is water. One of these is beach
not.
moonshine. We don't know which one.
I definitely at one point went to Burning Man in 2008, and we used to have the like bags. You would have like bags
This
of
is the
water and
thumbnail
not
for
water.
the show.
Yes, this is what it has to be. It's just, I definitely drank a lot
that
of
was
not
funny.
water. Sorcery. I have to check out Simone's show this week. Speaking of sorcery,
Yes, please
Hot
do.
Magician.
Because
Hot Magician.
I saw the end of one of his shows, and I love any festival, anything, any bits that involve fruit. Just always been something I loved. I mean, like somebody's pulling out like tomato, cucumber. I shoved like 36 kumquats down my dress once. Banana jokes are always funny. I hid a pineapple up under my dress a long time ago, and I didn't even have a hoop skirt on. This man pulls out a cantaloupe out of his hat and like 7 oranges, and I was
I did
like,
see
where
the
did they come
oranges,
from?
I didn't know where they came
And
from.
then he picks up his hat and a cantaloupe falls out. And I was like,
Wow. I definitely have a thing for magicians, so I've got to be careful doing this to show up.
hot boy magic.
Yeah, that's the other person. Now that goes back to like elementary school. I had a crush on David Copperfield. I was really into David Copperfield. It was the 80s, all right? Come on.
I'm not judging you. I'm judging you a little.
You
You judged me earlier.
I did.
I
You
was
judged
a
me
Ron
earlier.
Weasley girl.
That makes sense.
Really? I mean, I
That
could
makes
see.
sense.
I could see.
I love him.
He ended up being kind of a beefcake. I'm not mad
Yeah,
at it.
he is cute.
Ginger ale?
What? No, like the magician that lives in Las Vegas. Come on.
The one who was sleeping with
Super
Claudia
cute.
Schiffer. Come on.
Yes.
Get it.
That was a hot pairing.
It
Anyway.
was a hot pairing.
All right. So yeah, why don't we do the captain's wife's lament, and then
It's a cautionary tale.
yes,
It is.
don't get married to a pirate,
No.
or have a kid with him. Apparently,
Gross.
Well,
I'm gonna make a joke about that. What?
Lady Katya and I were both told Happy Mother's Day twice today by
Yes.
one lady on separate occasions to each of us. She was very adamant about it. I guess we're both kitty mommies.
Yeah.
Kitty mommies.
Full kitty mommies back home at our manors.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying there aren't people who I went to high school with who they have grandchildren, but like, it's crazy.
Yes.
But they started young and then their children started young.
Yep.
But otherwise, I'm like, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah. I don't like to make those assumptions, but I will say Happy Mother's Day to anyone who is a mom out there and
Happy
who
Mother's
celebrates
Day to everybody.
You know, the people who are your chosen family, the people who I have a friend who still calls him mom, but he transitioned to a man. So that was like the deal that they had was like, can I still call you mom? So he's a boy mom.
Mom's
That's like
powerful.
totally fine. Yeah.
But listen, if you need a mom hug, like, I'll give you a dad hug this weekend.
Right.
You can call me daddy.
I love it when you say that.
I will hug you all.
Good.
I will try not to leak on your shirts. All right. That happened yesterday. All right. Captain's wife's lament. The ship. The ship sailed into harbor after 15 months at sea. The captain hit the tavern with his crew of 53. After drinking up their pay, they staggered through the town. But all the inns and public houses turned the sailors down. The captain said, "Fear not, me lads, you all can come with me. I live just round the corner and you all can stay for free." But when the captain's wife awoke upon the break of day, they say that you could hear her wailing clear to Botany Bay. She said, "There's semen all around the bed and semen on the floor. There's semen in the bathroom and behind the closet door. There's semen on the fireplace and semen in the hall. flooded with semen wall to wall. There's semen in the entryway and semen on the stair. And worst of all, there's even semen in me underwear. There's some behind the larder and beneath the table too. I do believe your semen got into the Irish stew. There's semen here in front of me and semen in the rear. My God, there's even semen hanging from the chandelier. There's semen on the windowsill and semen in the yard. Your semen even left a stain upon the St. Bernard. Although I am a patient wife, 'tis more than I can bear to wake up in the morning with your semen in my hair.
Well, that's the product you forgot to pick up.
There,
at
that's
Walmart.
yes, fair. I ne'er again do wish to see thee darken up my door. So clean up all your semen and come round my way no more. So clean up all your semen and come round my way. No, clean up all your semen and come round my way no more. Hey! Wee, wee, wee. All right, thank you so much for joining us, friends. Feel free to throw money continually if you would like. A portion of tonight's proceeds will go towards the National Association for Mental Illness. So we hope that you enjoyed today's program and you can watch it on repeat later. And I don't know, like you a lot. And thank you so much for having us at Tennessee and not running us over with tornadoes.
Yes, and despite all the weather and everything last weekend, it was still a very lovely opening.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we had
Very
a
much
lovely
fun.
time. I'm looking forward to a lot of fun things. Yes, you can get CD downloads available. Just email us for info. If you would like a physical copy of any of the CDs, you can check that out. $15 for shipping and handling. If you would like any other kinds of merchandise, we can definitely send them to you. We have pins now. We have stickers. We have t-shirts that you can order online as well. Spreadshirt, there we go. So feel free to check that out. They often have sales, and we do like to post when they have sales. So feel free to check out any kind of merch that you want to support your girls.
They need all the support they can get.
Yeah.
We might be unlaced, but we're not unclipped.
If I did, man, all bets are off. It'd just be
Listen,
hoses everywhere.
I'm just wearing a busy pattern so they can be free.
Lovely thing. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Lady Morgan.
Lady Gwendolyn.
Lady Katya!
And we will see you at the Tennessee Renaissance Festival.
Yes, I want to go inside Castle Gwen this weekend.
Woo!
We have a castle,
We do
Castle
have a
Gwen.
castle.
There's the castle.
Love.
Bye.
You have been watching an episode of Chaste Treasure, Ladies Unlaced. Thank you to all of our fans for your continued support of the live arts. And a special thank you to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor an episode of Ladies Unlaced, please email chasetreasure@gmail.com.